Heidi-ho neighbors, Radio Goji here, and welcome back to Squeeze the World Gaming LEGO Marvel Avengers. And when we last left off, I found out what to do with that train at the last minute. Because as it turns out, in this game, it's a lot harder to figure things out than it seems. Okay, can you... Oh, you can actually control her while she's on the Hulk's back. That's kind of an interesting thing that you can do with two-player co-op. So, the thing is, I need to shoot at this. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, there's more stuff over here. Another target. Oh, I saw a purple stud over there. Oh, that's not purple stud. That was just more of those Hulk climb indicators. The game's trying to trick me into thinking there's money when there isn't. Ain't that just... Oh, wow, I think I did actually get a lot of money there. My stud meter just grew, like, up to half. Oh, speaking of purple... I don't know if they just realized too late that they made the stud count too high for what may be a short level or something. I don't know. So they decided, hey, let's like have this thing you can destroy, and it'll give you like half the studs you freaking need to fill up. But I'm not complaining.
Now go be a hero.
If it drops?
Global extinction.
Yeah, they didn't really, It's funny, because they didn't really establish that Friday was a thing, and I mean... Oh, chicken!
This is all our fault.
Hey, look at me.
I mean, I know that they established, like, in the movies that Friday's a thing, but... Yeah, because, you know, since they uploaded Jarvis into the Vision, but...
This is my job. Stay in here, you're good. But if you step out that door, you are an Avenger.
I'm an Avenger. Chicken! But yeah, after they upload Jarvis into the Vision, then Tony goes and... Friday is another AI that he had lined up to use, and he uploads her as the main thing. But it didn't show that in the cutscenes or anything. But then again, I guess they expect you to have seen the movies already before playing this, so... And yes, I have technically seen the movies, so there's not anything spoilery for me, but as I've said time and time again, it's been a long time since I've seen any of these movies. Except Thor Dark World, I saw that a couple weeks ago, or watched it a couple weeks ago, again. Also, I believe all of these movies I saw in the theater? Yes, I did. Actually, the only exception to that is Ant-Man. I do have an Ant-Man level, I've learned, because there's an Ant-Man DLC that's free right now. Yeah, I have an Ant-Man level. And I haven't seen Ant-Man in theaters or anything, so... I'm not gonna know what's going on in the Ant-Man level. But I'm still gonna do it on camera, because it probably has, you know, trophies and whatnot associated with it, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So I may as well do it on camera, since that's pretty much the way I've been doing it. It's just, here's a game I haven't played. I'll just do this as a Let's Play. And it actually ended up working out, too, because now that my computer is shot, I can't really do anything else. I mean, there is still Life is Strange going on right now with Greg, and, but, that's not something that goes up on my channel right now. The only thing that I have going up on my channel right now is this. So I gotta have something to keep my channel full of vidges. But I have decided, after all of the, I don't want to say issues I've been having with this game, because it hasn't really been that bad. I'm not really going to be doing... I don't know if I want to do any more blind Let's Plays. Because this hasn't been disastrous or anything like that, but I haven't been having as much fun doing a blind Let's Plays as I have been doing Let's Plays that I know what I'm doing in. Can I do anything with this? I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not fun figuring things like, oh, I can look at what this I can do or whatever. And I'm still gonna finish this blind, no problem, but it may not be an overall thing that I'll think of doing in the future. Although I did also say way back years ago, for those who's been I don't think anyone's been following me from the beginning, really. But way back at about halfway through my Mole Mania review, and this is like first LP territory. Like when Mole Mania was like the only thing I was doing at the time. I said that I wasn't going to be doing any more puzzle games. But, lo and behold, I'm in a mindset where I may do, for my next LP, I mean, who knows what games I'll have lined up once I'm done with this, because this is still a ways off from being completed, but I'm thinking of doing Fez. Now, I think that the main reason I decided not to do puzzle games anymore after Mole Mania was because with Mole Mania, despite the I hadn't really beaten the game before, but I had like gone through most of the game. And the thing with Mole Mania is, yeah, I had gone through most of the game, and that was the first time I'd actually beaten the game, but I had gotten to, like, the final boss before. So it's not like that was a new thing. But the thing is that the puzzles there were ones that I was just... I hadn't played in years, so I was just trying to refigure everything out on my own. And it was taking up a lot of time and led for a lot of dead air and whatnot, which is what I try to avoid, despite the fact that, you know, there have been plenty of times, even in this Let's Play, obviously, where there has been lots of dead air, because I can't think of anything to say, and that's a situation where, you know... I mean, who watches Let's Plays for dead hair, really? I mean, I know that there are some people who like to watch game playthroughs who don't really care for the commentary and whatnot, but... in the way I do things, I like to be able to, you know, keep it as interesting as I think it's gonna be. I mean, again, it's not really my place to say how something is. You know, that's for... I mean, I'll know what I like, you know, I'll be like, oh, hey, this is my favorite of the Let's Plays that I've done, kind of thing. But that's just my opinion. I don't really state something as good or bad, and just expect everyone to believe that. Everyone has their own opinions, and I leave that for other people to judge. I mean, oh, they get a True Avenger, what do you know? But it's, like I said, it's something that I don't like to do dead air and all that stuff like a lot, because I like to have commentary and whatnot. Because my very first comment that I had on the Mole Mania Let's Play was, dude, you need to talk more, so that, because otherwise it's just, you know, not interesting to watch. And again, that may be the case here, but it's going to be that's going to be a lot less, you know, likely that people aren't going to want to watch it versus will want to watch it. I guess if there's, you know, actual commentary going on all the time, whatever. He's got a bathtub. But anyway, the thing with Mole Mania was that these were puzzles that I didn't know how to do off the top of my head. With the exception of like a few of the first level stuff, which I've done time and time again. I got 2 frickin' character tokens. That's not too shabby. I don't think I've done that. Actually, I think there was one other level where I got 2, but... the reason I said, you know, no more puzzle games was because, yeah, that's what I was doing, was just trying to figure out puzzles, and I would spend, like, the whole time with the puzzle. I had to actually go to the internet to look up one of the puzzles in level 7. But with Fez, what I think that I'll do is just going to be more of a, not really a figuring out the puzzles thing, because I've beaten Fez, I've gotten 100% on Fez, but it wasn't 100% on my own. It wasn't all of it. I was able to figure out stuff, no problem, but most of the puzzles I had to look up because, as I've stated before, I for whatever reason don't really know how to. I don't have a great attention to detail, and for the most part, I can't really think like a game designer. So I don't know what a lot of the puzzles tried to do, but in the past session I played Life is Strange with, and I know that by the time this goes up, I don't even know if it'll be at that point yet. Greg has started uploading parts again, and then he kind of stopped. I mean, like I said, it's all up to him. But this past session, we actually beat episode 2, and we went to buy episode 3, and then it was like, oh hey, at the time the way the download speed was, it was gonna be like, yeah, this is gonna download in like 3 hours. So we did a couple of bonus videos, and that weren't Life is Strange, but were like different games. Like we did a part. One of the parts we did was Fez, and Greg had stated, you know, Fez is one of those games where, you know, if you really wanna, you know, a really brain-teasingly hard puzzle game, you can have it, or if you really just want a chill game, you can have that too. So I think what I'm going to do with a Fez playthrough is I'm going to use a walkthrough to show off all the puzzles and whatnot, but it's mainly just going to be for the relaxing in the atmosphere and stuff like that, so... But, you know, who knows? I have another couple games I was thinking of playing, like Dragon Quest Heroes. I hadn't really gotten far into that before I had stopped, like, you know, got distracted and started playing other games. Let's get this mini kit, why not? So I'm thinking of maybe starting that over and doing that on a Let's Play. I know it would technically be another blind Let's Play, but it's not puzzle oriented at all, so I don't think that there would be too many dull moments. I have Infamous Second Son. 25 dudes! Okay, whatever. I can do that. Alright, let's just go back to Quicksilver. Quicksilver's pretty quick. I have Infamous Second Son, I could play that, and I also have the expansion, the First Light expansion for that, so that'll be a neat thing to do. Let's see, I'm looking at my shelf here while I'm smashing the square button. Fallout 4, Earth Defense Force, Godzilla, Transformers Devastation. I probably won't do that, but yeah, but who knows? I may have more games when the time comes, or I might have my computer by that point, and I'll start trying to get done what I wanted to get done in the first place. You know, capturing stuff on not the PS4. I've been meaning to really get my, you know, get a capture card up and running so I can start doing the Zelda games again, because I really want to do those. I've, you know, constantly said I want to play all the Zelda games in a row, or not in a row, but like every main series Zelda game, and in the 5 years I've been doing this, on and off and on, but still 5 years. No, Scarlet Witch is what we want. We want to mind control this guy. And that just leads to a vent anyway, which I can't do anything with. But I've only ever done the first 2 games. And it's getting to a point where, you know, in the series, it's like, oh, we're on the really good games that I really do like now. You know, before we go to the ones that I really don't like at all again. But, you know, we'll get there when we get there. It's whatever. But in the meantime, I need to cut the video off because I'm out of time. But when we come back, maybe we'll get to the point where we'll be able to show Ultron what for. You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. I've been Radio Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?